quedamos con la historia, nos quedamos con que todo esto está muy bien planeado, todo está muy bien y que tengo la gran y fantástica teoría en mi mente de que algo horrible va a ocurrir. ¡Vámonos!
Little fish from beyond the sky, did you rest well? The Imperator and the delegates are about to arrive. If you are ready, please follow me to the meeting. Then come. The Imperator reserved seats for you.
I'm starting to feel a bit nervous about the meeting. Since Sir Ridra is presiding over the meeting, it'll be a good opportunity to learn about the law's inclinations in the current era. Let's keep our ears open.
Good sir from Paphos, what do you think the Imperator is planning calling this meeting so early? My homeland can't endure anymore.
Who knows? First, she wants to hunt Titans. Now she says there are even greater calamities. Her madness is the greatest calamity.
Exactly. Chrysos heirs, deliverers. What about us ordinary folk?
Things feel pretty tense. The history books said that the Imperator aimed 3 cannons at Dawncloud to make all the delegates obey her. Will history repeat itself in this cycle?
Yes. Similar acts have occurred, and not just once. However, those are the 2 spots reserved for you. Please take your seats.
What's that again? Why aren't we starting?
That's what they were talking about before.
What is
we
this?
stop? So it turns out.
Ladies and gentlemen, silence, please. The Imperator has arrived before her faithful council, and the Alliance meeting is about to begin.
All right. In the names of Talantin and Kefali, the Akama Alliance swears up.
Cease the pageantry. I pray not to the vanquished.
What?
Kefali, of course, needs no further explanation. As for the law, at the entry hour 2 days past, a scout should have unfortunately, guards found his corpse among the rocks not far from. Moreover, the poor soul was buried with a Paphos curved blade. It pains me to imagine what agonies this loyal warrior endured. Delegate from Paphos, do you have any
I know.
The evidence is irrefutable, so there is no need to waste your breath. However, let us set this trial. Witness, even within the most sacred and dignified council, there were those among us who wished to draw their blades, brazenly challenging the Alliance. Fortunately, I uncovered this plot. Now to protect this beautiful city and her people, they will escort each of you to the Temple of the 3 Fates, where you will receive the highest level. Then, the Legion's warriors will join me in embarking on the campaign against
This?
Imperator, did you summon us here just to trample on the dignity?
Enough.
Things are starting to get pretty intense.
Comrades, you've all seen her true face now. According to the ancient laws of Akama, only with the consent of 2/3 of the elders.
the ancient laws. Didn't you destroy them long ago? You defected during the first siege of Akama, voted unanimously in favor of the Council of Elders restructuring, and just yet the decaying old laws fell with Talantin and are no longer deserving of respect. But if you still insist on proclaiming yourself, then be silent and offer up the highest respect to this.
That really is the core flame of law in her head.
Since there are no objections, then the original agenda of this meeting, the campaign, the Flame Chase Army's hunt for the Ocean Titan begins today. In order to prepare for war, all allied city-states must surrender command of their militaries and pay.
At At this moment, I would also like to introduce to everyone the Deliverer, revealed in the prophecy of time, has descended from beyond the sky. With his aid, we shall shatter the chalice of plenty.
Pues se supone que eso es lo que dice.
And return Fagoos's core flame to the holy city!
Stand this!
Absurd. Simply absurd. A deliverer from beyond the sky. This is just like that prophecy about slaying gods. It's a lie you've used to grow your power. Ladon has already sacrificed countless soldiers. And now you want me to send even more of my brothers and sisters to be used and discarded by a tyrant?
Are there any other objections? Then I bid you all farewell. Meeting adjourned. Deliverer, please wait. I still have important matters to discuss with the two of you.
Mosquito.
I apologize for that. It must be tiring dealing with so many people every day, Great.
Tiring? Moving chess pieces, placing wagers. This game of strategy adds a dash of color to our heavy fates. Much like how rule and conquest are always accompanied by sacrifice.
Is the war with the Titans also part of that sacrifice?
After I glimpse the secrets of this world, no, the secrets beyond the sky, the divine authority of let me ask you, Deliverer, is it true that beyond Amphorius' sky, there are magnificent deities called... So they do indeed. Then, please tell me more. How will you use this great power to guide the people? In the future you envision, where will our flame...
¿Hacia dónde nos llevará la buscallava según tu visión del futuro? A proteger la yesca y al mismo tiempo la ley. Solo así Aporeus podrá liberarse de la destrucción. ¿No entiende? No entiendo una mierda. Pero voy a poner esto.
Oh? What you require now is...
Exactly. Just as the prophecy foretold, he is your deliverer from beyond the sky. And he also has reliable... If they can intervene in Amphorius' laws, we may have a chance to alter this world's impending fate and
Very good, Deliverer. You have courage. To say such presumptuous things.
You mean...
In the past, anyone who dared to covet the Imperator's divine authority would have met a gruesome end. But now we can see beyond this dying. Our journey should no longer be confined below this stubborn sky. Alas, that fickle ocean titan has obstructed the spirit water leading to the vortex of Genesis, hindering my ascension. If the core flame of law cannot be returned, your path to deliverance. Now that things have come to this, we must resume our once stagnant journey and force the waves that block our way to
So, you agreed to cooperate with us?
Cooperate? Forgive me, but I never cooperate with anyone. Though I will permit you to join me as subjects. And together, we will forge the...
This is...
The Flame Chase Medallion, a symbol of the Flame Chase Army. Every noble in this medallion represents the will of the Imperator herself, and you may act freely within the city with it. Before we embark on the crusade against the Ocean Titan, you should rest in Akama for a time.
¿Quién es Ligus? Ligus, no me acuerdo. ¿Quién es Ligus?
Oh? Your advice is, from this moment on, prove yourself through your actions. As long as no boundaries are crossed, I fully respect the choices of my sub.
May your journey reach that sky full of stars, Great Imperator.
Your attendant certainly knows how to curry favor. Go now. Take a bath first. You two... reek of... Come forth, Theo.
Yes. Great Imperator. Now, perhaps you're willing to hear my...
Those two arrived just as Oryx described, and just as you said, they showed a thirst for law. At least this proves that my judgment was right. Sparing your life what?
You've once again confirmed that your wisdom is no empty boast. Now another choice lies before you. With whom shall you ally to tip the scales of law? Me or
Remind me again, Antikytheron. What kind of future do these two paths?
You are entitled to know that the deliverer from beyond the sky is not a wholly wicked being, but from the very start, his stance has been complete. The road they have chosen will bury Amphorius' grand aspirations, this world which follows. But on the path I have revealed to you, the people of Amphorius will slay their creator in the name. You will command the mighty beast known as Iron Tomb, bringing waves of war and conquest to you.
So, what's the price?
The price is insignificant. All that is needed is, as a Chrysos, heir of the prophecy, you have already chosen to abandon it.
Off you go, Theoros. I have already made my decision. Once I ignite the core flame of law and burn away the old, outdated rules, Amphorius will embark on a journey across the stars.
The Imperator is quite forceful. She didn't give us any chance to ask questions. And she's clearly hiding something. What do you think? There are many uncertainties right now, but this is one of the few blessings. Still... the atmosphere in Akama... it's so unfamiliar. And it's not just the Flame Chase Alliance talking about the world beyond the sky, but the whole city. We should also discuss our findings with our friends from beyond the sky. Then... then should go enjoy the renowned bathing culture of the holy city and relax. It's the thing I've been looking forward to most on this journey. Work and rest are both important. You see, everyone agrees, right?
So someone...
Can't let our guard down for a second. Let's use taking a bath as an excuse to find a quiet corner to update Madame Herta and Screwlum on our progress. We can also check out what's happening in the city. Since the outcome of the meeting was just announced, we can kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Let's go. So many people! The holy city is so lively.
Did you hear? At the Alliance meeting, the delegate from Leyden stormed out in anger.
As expected, the Imperator is always hiding things from everyone. When is it not called?
Silence! That's treason! If it weren't for the great Imperator, you'd have sunk into the lake with those corrupt elders already. And you wouldn't even be alive to speak like this.
Oh no, it's the Imperator.
Let's go. We can't talk in front of this guy.
Ugh, how disappointing. Oh, honored guests, we meet again. Looks like I'm not the only one who came to the baths to unwind after the meeting. For the upcoming campaign, please make sure to rest well. I am Dux Fragoris, a trusted officer of the great Imperator, willing to fight along—
Another war? Ever since the Imperator—
Idle chat.
The atmosphere is a bit tense, with rumors flying around the city. You must be troubled.
My apologies. After every Alliance meeting, there are always some pests in the city who get restless. I prefer to ignore them. Pests on the ground don't affect the sky in the slightest. They just complain from the shadows that the sun's— Besides, the Theoros has already promised the Imperator her fate. And these clowns will eventually realize their foolishness.
May I ask, who is the—
The Imperator has ordered us to keep his lordship's whereabouts a secret.
Ah, so it's—
Stop trying to get things out of me. Leave me alone.
I didn't even need to try. Big and strong Dux Fragoris really can't hide anything. Theoros. What an ominous name. Bad news. He's been staring at us the whole time. Let's move. We don't know how much Seridra has concealed from us. In the worst case scenario, we may have to face more than one enemy.
Ay, genial. Intentar salvar un mundo cuando la gente que quiere
More like a
salvar
cage
son
where
unos
creatures with golden
imbéciles.
blood claw at each other.
Qué raro.
Flamebearer who ends wars? Clearly, a tyrant who doesn't deserve—
You're absolutely right. While the Imperator's hounds are still hunting down other—
You. I know you. You're that tyrant's lackey. What? Here to shut me up for that little imp?
Panicking now? Don't worry. I don't care what others say about the Imperator. And oh? Children of the Prophecy. Are you here to relax in the baths as well? The temperature is just right today, so be sure to—
What? Children of the Prophecy? Another excuse for the—
No filter, huh? You should be glad you don't have it. Oh, by the way, if you still want to bathe, hurry up. Once that predatory fish joins the flow of water and eliminates all the fools questioning the world beyond the sky, you won't be able to enjoy this perfect water temperature.
Seems like there's more to Dux Bermalis' words than meets the— But would the Imperator actually kill those who question the world beyond the sky? This is the complete opposite from what we know of Akuma. Huh. These two...
So many guests today. 2 distinguished guests of the prophecy. One a clever and adorable warrior.
Heroes. I didn't expect to meet you again so soon.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Dux Helcalithist and Dux Carminum. You two are...
but... She wants to find someone to help with research for her new work.
I'm the far-seeing eye and all-hearing ear of Akuma. I see and hear every single thing that happens in the streets and alleys of this place. Enough small talk. Here's the latest news from Akuma, as you requested. The children of the prophecy arrived in the holy city, and the Imperator unilaterally stripped away military power. The Alliance meeting ended in discord.
I get the feeling you might have embellished a bit to keep people's attention.
I swear on my stone mane, I would never do such a thing. But if you wish to quell this terrifying news...
Never mind. While the influence of rumors can be minimized, the fact remains that the great Imperator did swiftly consolidate military power in an almost threatening way. It's undeniable. Heroes, I know the Imperator's way of doing things may seem a bit autocratic to outsiders, but soon you will witness her blade dance with enemies on the battlefield. I can't comment on the source of her loyalty, but when that blade is drawn, you two, as bright as you are, will surely see the deep thoughts beneath her exterior.
The Imperator's blade. Is he talking about Miss Hysealin's? I sense some unease in Dux Helcalithist's words. It seems the Imperator and Miss Hysealin's share a much deeper bond than the others do. There are eyes and ears everywhere. Is there any place where we can have some privacy? To understand the Imperator's secrets, we have to get past Miss Hysealin's. This place was your original bath chamber, perfect for avoiding prying eyes. I wonder if anyone is using it now. Huh? The smell is... Wait, don't go in yet!
Who's there? Oh, the little gray fry in pink sea hair.
Little sea hair?
You barged into here without warning. Was it an accident, or did you wish... Is that so? That your eyes shine brighter than pearls?
Sorry, we didn't mean to disturb your bath. We'll leave now.
It's no big deal. There's no need to panic. This is the natural state for me. People on land force themselves to wear clothes, adding unnecessary... Forget it. If Dux Goldweaver heard that, she'd scold me again. All right. Please make yourselves comfortable and wait a moment. Let me first wash off the blood of the hunt, and then I'll attend to you two.
The delegate from Ladon has been assassinated! Quick! Quick, someone come quick!
Ah, the broken crab shell surfaces. I was worried it had been washed away by the current.
El caparazón de cangrejo roto aparecido en el agua. Me preocupaba que la hubiera llevado
Viciousness is a form of praise to the blade.
I see. No wonder there was a faint smell of rust in the air. But why? Is it because the Laedonians refused to contribute troops to the flame chase journey? Or just because they offended the Imperator?
Because the new era of the flame chase doesn't tolerate stagnant blood. For the ignorant masses who cling to outdated laws, only bloodletting can wake them up. Right now, the rebel forces on the frontier are rising, and Leiden has been secretly supporting them. They loudly chant the slogan, "Return to the era Chrysia," unwilling to relinquish military power. They're just building momentum for the rebellion.
A ver, déjale otra vez esto que creo que... Muy buena busco, ya no están las sangre estándar, solo es derramamiento de sangre podrida, despertar a la masa de ignorantes que se aferran a las leyes obsoletas. Ahora mismo las fuerzas rebeldes de la frontera están alzando y han estado recibiendo apoyo del Adón en secreto. Repiten a gritos el lema retorno a la era crisera y no están dispuestos a renunciar al poder militar, están impulsados la rebelión. Tengo mis dudas.
Thinking is a right given to citizens by the Imperator. I won't interfere with your thoughts.
El pensamiento es un derecho que la emperatriz otorga a los ciudadanos. Que
as long as you don't try to reverse the current of the times, you and I will both be free.
Qué raro. Eso de ser libres no es muy cierto.
But, Miss Hysealans, I can't even hear the slightest hint of joy in your words.
Because I've already tasted ultimate freedom.
Sí, estás muy libre.
Long, long ago, I lived in the sea. In that lightless abyss, far beyond civilization's reach, the great fish consumed the small. And when the great fish perished, their bodies became sustenance for the newborn, nourishing the whole ocean. This is the tide that carries civilization forward. Anyone may be devoured, or meet the fate of inevitable decay.
Are you suggesting that ultimate freedom is in fact the cruelest fate for life?
I only mean that if life wishes to preserve its dignity, it must first be bound by the law. There's no need for me to say more, little sea hare. We're of one mind. Whether the Imperator's law can guide the schools of fish and lead us to a truly free ocean, let us wait. But for now, let's pause this heart-to-heart. Another fish has come.
Being your subordinate is such a tragedy. I'm always having to worry about the messes you leave.
It's simply our duty to the Imperator.
All ready to go in an instant. Miss Hysealans,
Yet you, a golden trout who's always busy all day, suddenly have the time to visit me?
Do you think I wanted to come? I suggest you burn some more of the incense offered by our allies, lest my creations be tainted by the reek of fish. I'm only here on the Imperator's behalf to remind you to prepare for the banquet.
Fine. But I must retort. What you call the reek of fish to me is the unique fragrance of the... Besides, if my fine clothes get stained, won't you just gift me new ones?
I won't.
Is that how friendship is described beyond the sky? Fascinating. By the way, you both just mentioned a banquet. Could you elaborate on that?
Oh, right, you don't know. Every time before a battle or after a victory, the Imperator holds a grand feast for the Chrysos heirs. For us warriors who swim constantly between life and death, these feasts are more worth looking forward to than victory.
A banquet to prelude the hunt for the god of banquets, and honey brew as a tribute to commemorate the ancestor of honey brew. How absurd.
Don't look so grim. All has been decided. Since it's a banquet for Fagusa, why not take a leaf out of the Tidens book? Live and...
I'm not as carefree as you. That little Dolos kitten is already causing enough trouble for me. And on top of that, I still have tailoring commissions to complete. By the time the cool flame illuminates my eyes, I might not be able to focus as I used to.
Glaya's eyes.
Curious about these eyes? People often compare them to jewels. But I've already made my decision to ask romance for eyes that can see everything. I wonder what this world will look like when I take the divine authority.
In the future, you will still be the finest weaver in the world.
Is this also a prophecy from the Three Fates?
It's even more accurate than a prophecy. After all, he has already witnessed it, right?
Become a demigod and lose your humanity. That is the only reply I've received in the countless times I've sought wisdom from the prophecy. But Destiny's fragments are like stitches. Before they're threaded into splendid garments, no one can see their true charm, can they?
Aglaya has always been troubled by the divine duty she must bear. But thanks to you, she seems to be in much better spirits. Just as she knows how the spinning wheel trembles, I can sense the smallest changes in the damp air. As for whether we know each other well, I've swum beside her since she was a child. Most of the time, I can understand the whispers in her heart. For those words she was too shy to say herself, I'll raise a glass to you on her behalf. Now, I leave this bath chamber to you. Rest well and prepare yourselves. After all, every time we drink...
Miss High Sealance has given us the bath chamber. It seems she really does do whatever she wants. Indeed. But she could return at any moment. If we're having an important discussion, we must. So, let's seize the opportunity and report our current progress. We don't want to keep everyone beyond the sky waiting.
First, while that little empress with a candle stuck on her head didn't explicitly say it, she firmly rejected your request to take over the law. Fair enough. Second, Lygus is indeed in this timeline. But since he's somehow connected to that little empress, you have no way to find him. The road ahead will be long and... It's all just a guess. What? Did I guess right? We've made some progress here, too. But nothing to get too excited about. Our time is short, so let me summarize.
Concerning the origin of that Intellitron, the firewall he created uses Katorzane algebraic expressions. But ever since Aiden invented the 9-worded formula, this kind of mathematical logic no longer exists in the cosmos.
Lygus is definitely connected to the Genius Society, so stay alert. We can first exclude Droidhead themselves. They specialize in minding their own business and wouldn't intervene personally. But Screwy and I are still eliminating possibilities one by one. Currently, the most likely candidates are these few. The Lord of Silence, Acha, oh, the 2 Ruperts are also possible. But it would be too boring if it were one of them. That's all I have to say. We'll depend on you to continue pushing things forward within this world. Keep in touch regularly. And remember, don't let your guard.
Madame Herta is a real whirlwind. Well then, let's use the banquet Aglaya mentioned as our next starting point. Ceridra's trusted followers should all be present at that time. It'll be a good opportunity. It's settled then. With our great teamwork, we'll be able to deal with anything that comes our way. It's been a long day. We should get some rest. Yes, let's get ready for the banquet. Look, the venue's right ahead. And I can even hear singing. It feels so romantic.
Honored guests, wait here for a moment. You must surrender any personal belongings you have on you before entering the venue.
This hero always brings down the vibe whenever he shows up.
The Imperator's elevated position means she must always remain meticulous and careful. Please do as I say, guests. It would avoid any unnecessary misunderstandings.
I get that you don't want people to bring outside food into the banquet, but is it really necessary to confiscate the books and quill pens?
Even a quill pen can become a deadly weapon in the right hands. I'm asking for all your items. All, Miss Cyrene. Your belongings will remain safe. They will be looked after appropriately by dedicated staff.
Looked after appropriately? Dedicated staff? Talk about a vague choice of words. It seems like he's aiming specifically for the chronocognitive anchor. What should we do? My gut feeling. Why don't we go with their plan and hand over the chronocognitive anchor to be looked after? After all, if the little Imperator is paying this much attention to you, she probably already knows all about our whispered conversation with the geniuses, but that's actually gonna be our shortcut, right?
Guests.
All right, we'll listen to you. Here you go. Also, please pass on a message to the Imperator from us. She can...
Thank you for your cooperation. The Imperator has some urgent business she needs to attend to and will arrive. Why don't you head in with the other guests first and enjoy the feast?
Isn't Saridra supposed to be the focus of the banquet? But she's not even here. Why is it so difficult to talk to her?
Is there anything else we can help you with, dear guests?
Hey, Labinas. I managed to get some honey brew that the scholars hid in the cellar. Wanna try?
I'd never refuse to share a drink with Dux Brumalis. Don't worry, dear guests. The banquet security won't be compromised. This banquet has a never-ending flow of honey brew.
Thank you for the offer, but we're more interested...
The Imperator? Who knows? Maybe she's hiding somewhere, thinking up weird ideas again. If you ask me, she's never...
Hey!
Fine by me. Attendant, bring us 10 more jars of honey brew. I'm gonna make sure he...
You wish. Be careful you don't get...
Actually, there are so many people, we wouldn't be able to find the Imperator even if she were here. I know. Let's look for seats that are raised up higher than others.
That was a bit too much honey brew.
You two have been wandering around the venue as if you have something on...
No, we love it here. It's just... we're a little
Don't worry. I know what you've become. Sit with me for a while, will you? I'd like to... See here? This is Fagusa's dew of divine blood, the sweetest of all the 12 bottles. On the night before such a historical event, I'd like to share this marvelous drink with the deliverer.
Doesn't this count as bringing in outside food? I knew that security check was targeted at us.
What's the matter, guests?
Oh, we're simply overwhelmed by such an honor.
Are you worried that I might have poisoned the dew? Well then, let me prove my innocence. See? It's completely safe.
I feel like Miss Hysealans wants to talk to us about something. Why don't...
Worry not. Honeydew's not alcohol. It won't get you. On the contrary, it can make your mind even... Please, have a taste. Would you like some too, little Sierra?
I can drink it myself.
How is it? Sweet enough? times tempestuous at others. That's the taste of the ocean. It'll do you good to understand Fagusa's fickleness before we set off to, just like how you're about to understand the secrets within this dew. Now, please turn around. Very, very. The dew of other gods all intoxicate humans. But the god of banquets dew is an antidote that can awaken humans from a sea siren's enchanting song. Since the start of this banquet, all the guests have been under the spell of my song. None of them but you two. I wish for you to see the truth.
Is this also what the Emperor...
This is my personal request. I can't bring myself to trust that. The Flame Chase army changed after he descended with Orynyx's divination and brought the prophecy of the stars to Akuma. His seductive whispers harbor something malicious within and will ensnare those of us blinded by ambition. You are the deliverers of the prophecy and know about him far more than I do. Perhaps only you can find traces of the truth from his actions and words. Then we can show the Imperator the right path forward.
But isn't this acting behind...
Amphorius has become far too weak. Even heroic actions protecting her from harm must be conducted under the water's surface. I am the Imperator's blade, and I must clear the way for her while remaining concealed in the... Then, ensure I'm pointing my sword towards the...
Can you promise me something, Miss Heisey?
Ask.
My friend has in fact come here to stop that villain's evil scheme. Our goals are aligned, but as to the decision the Imperator must make, he has no wish to transgress her authority. We just want to tell her everything we know. I believe the Imperator will be able to tell right from wrong.
I never doubted your loyalty. I'll pass your words faithfully on to her. Provided we can gain the advantage in this tug of war, that is.
Eso es lo raro de la ley. Que dependiendo de la perspectiva nos van a...
Now, return to the feast. Bring this cup with you and keep your distance. Pretend you are still immersed in the sea siren's fantasia. And I'll control the moisture in the air. That way, you'll be able to listen to sounds from afar as if you were a whale of the depths and hear every word of their conversation. I wish you a victory in this first skirmish.
It's the exciting and thrilling undercover part of the adventure. Let's mingle in the crowds here. Relax. Relax. Try to act natural.
Where's the Imperator? Still not here. That little imp is always acting so high and mighty towards everyone. Whatever. Pour me another cup.
Though she has succumbed to drunkenness.
A criticism of my height is a grave enough insult already. She should be...
Do you often test the loyalty of your son?
You jest. The Imperator does not need blind loyalty. As long as one can prove they have value, I am willing to be lenient towards them. Let's cut to the chase, Theoros. If I pass the trial and grasp this world's law in my hands, what will you do then?
Entonces este imbécil este Oros. Ay,
genial. The answer is simple. I will connect Amphorius.
Don't waste my time. Be precise. Be specific. I won't...
Allow me to adjust my statement. I will correct the regulations within the old law that's sealed off and full. Then we will be able to decimate the forces beyond the sky that are trying to annihilate Iron Tomb and sap.
But you previously said that Iron Tomb is unrivaled in power across the stars.
There is a federation of warships named the Cienzo Alliance. Warlike and old-fashioned. A cult named the Genius Society. Loosely organized, but steeped in abject insanity. That so-called Deliverer is part of that last group. Those vagabonds mistakenly believe they can connect the stars through alliances, and there are countless other organizations besides. But when the Lord Ravager sweeps across the cosmos, they will certainly all bow before...
The Achaemenid Alliance?
If those civilizations are not as feeble as you describe, then they may still have some value in testing the quality of my blade. That being said, even the smallest and weakest city-states should build an obelisk to the Imperator, so that their people can constantly recall the glory of her conquests. Walk a little longer with me, Theoros.
I don't like how this is going. Our little Imperator seems fascinated by the destruction.
Graphite, a little sea hare? It seems like they're still talking. Get closer. I'll keep carrying their voices to you.
No matter how we position our forces, this battle against Fagusa will result in many casualties.
That's not something you or I should consider. The Imperator has already placed the chess pieces. We just need to fight for her until our last.
How astonishing. The commanders under you have...
He's looking this way. Quick, do something and pretend we can't see them.
So, you have this super duper speed.
Oh, I got it. It's the one behind the research and development of this golden blood principle.
Oh dear, seems like you've met your match, partner.
I'm so full of inspiration right now.
What's the matter?
My apologies. I was just checking. And let us continue our previous conversation. Regarding the soldiers fighting for you, are they aware of the price they must pay for if I recall correctly, you've already lost a bout against Talanton.
You dare mention my name alongside the word lost?
Forgive my
Watch your words and actions. All you need to know is that my victory in the trial is guaranteed. Even without the trial of law, they've already sworn to give their lives for my conquest. So tell me, if everything happens according to our agreement, how would you recommend I deal with that deliverer?
Good question. Do not let him fool you. That man from beyond the sky contains a seed of ruin within his body. He must not be allowed to tarnish your glory. Therefore, the wisest decision would be to hand him over to me.
You plan to torture him?
Calling it experiment.
The guest's patience is running thin. I plan to remove the Fantasia and head into the banquet. I will heed your advice. Leave for now, Theoros, and go back to Akama. You don't want...
Indeed. It's a pity that anti-Catherians are lightweights when it comes to drinking. Before I leave, I would like to make a toast.
As I expected, that Theoros' schemes have been revealed. Thank you for your bravery, guests. It's time for me to dispel the Fantasia. This will be the Imperator's last public address before we head off, and therefore, likely, the final chance to change her mind. I will try to get you a chance to speak, and I'll also prepare for any contingencies. The rest is up to you. You should head back to your seats for now.
The Imperator! The Imperator has arrived!
El retraso mental en persona, vamos.
No need for formalities. I should be apologizing for my tardiness instead. The hour draws late, and I trust you have all had your fill of brews. Therefore, I will not observe the usual ceremonies. Any warrior who has fought by my side should have those speeches.
The Imperator's word is law.
Are you out of your mind, Dux Frigoris? The Imperator hates flat.
A joyous atmosphere is a better fit for showing me your resolve. I believe that you, my dukes, will do all you can to assist in... However, it's a pity that I have never tested your loyalty.
What does she mean?
The purpose of tonight's banquet is not to raise our morale, but to establish which allies our alliance can actually trust, and sever the heads of the traitors as a toast to all before we march. Yes, some among us have discarded their vows in order to foment vile conspiracies. Now listen! These traitors are standing right here in broad daylight. Dux Gladiorum Hycelens. She used the Sea Siren song to immerse the crowds in an illusion and conceal her whereabouts. She then worked with those from beyond the sky to spy on confidential matters, hoping to rob the...
Ay, Dios, cómo me encanta tener que no matar a estas pendejas. Te lo juro, que si tuviera este potencial de hacerlo, yo lo hubiera matado. Me llevar las 10 escaleras al lado del estúpido mundo que tiene como puto protector yo. Qué estupidez.
Imperator, I can explain.
Silence! Do you remember who used to own this blade? She meant it was Kindness, the head of the cleaners. She was the first to draw a blade against the Imperator. Under the shade of the olive groves, the people of Akama said they would never bow to me. In the frozen, lethal fog, the people of Idonia said they would never bow to me. At the beginning of the myriad, but now, they all lie silent. They now fear me as they fear the law. For I am Saridra, and I am the Imperator. If you have any last words, say them to the then.
After I cross this river, it will be a tragedy for... If you are ready, then I'll follow you and...
Ay, Dios. Ahora cae en mí. Nah, la quiero matar, esta estúpida.
No, friend. The shortcut is now open. Trust me.
No, por favor. Solo quiero matar.
Now, use your identity and add in a bit of experience and charm and testify to the Emperor.
Ay, genial. Ay,
You think you can
Dios.
slay a king using... I'll have it. Show me the weight of rhetoric from beyond this...
Let's watch our words carefully. The prophecy that you know of, the Era Nova, spoken by Kefali, is nothing but a complete... To fight that lie, a young man with the pseudonym of Phinem lived through 30 million cycles of this world. Altus and Cyrene, the young woman standing beside me, also carries an... Iron Tomb is the ultimate end of Amphorius' destiny. It is an embodiment of pure horror that walks the path of destruction. That is the only thing Lygus cares about. As for Amphorius, your glory and campaigns, he will most certainly betray you. When that time comes, all of us will be ground. I have seen many beautiful worlds. The road chosen by the Trailblaze is to explore, understand, establish, and connect. That will never change. We will continue our journey until we have united the entire cosmos. Therefore, if you choose the way of the destruction, then I'll place your ambitions into the same basket as Lygus and smash them into pieces with my...
That was true. All that needs to be said has Dux Frigoris, Dux Bromalis, escort the traitors to the prison. Before the next entry hour, I will give them an end befitting.
Oh, great Imperator, your ambitions.
You're still here,
Of course. As the Theoros, I simply cannot miss this moment, miss witnessing the fall. Or perhaps I am waiting for you to give me an answer. Use such a clumsy excuse as imprisonment to ensure.
So you finally...
I must point out that you are just as impressive an actor. This may... where you would try to control both sides and turn both them and me into you.
That's right. That little Imperator never trusted anyone. She was always trying to see which side. All right, we'll listen to you. Here you go. Also, please pass on a message to the Imperator from us. She can trust my friend, anywhere and... But as to the decision the Imperator must make, he has no wish to transgress her authority. We just want to tell her everything we know.
O sea, solo actuó como una puta estúpida para que puto consiguiera nuestra confianza. Vaya
Now,
puta
use
estúpida.
your identity and add in a bit of experience and charm and testify to the Imperator as we promised.
Putos personajes.
And we won. Sincerity will always remain the greatest shortcut to people's hearts.
Y lo más chistoso, por lo menos siempre me ha pasado esto en todos los videojuegos gacha, que lo
I
más
can toss your words right back
puto
at you,
infeliz y
Lycurgus.
asqueroso que me caiga
Why would
un
someone
pinche
as powerful as
personaje,
you
lo más
pretend to
fuerte
be
que es la
immortal
mierda.
and kneel before me? Unless you enjoy giving flattery and prostrating yourself.
You are mistaken. I am only trying to ensure the experiment's autonomy, meticulousness, and perfection, thus avoiding any unexpected outcomes. A force... Had you fulfilled your promise of giving the law to me and completing the... Oh, but you broke your promise. What a pity. In that case, I must carry out my duty as the administrator. Factors.
Careful. What was that voice? Was it Oryx?
I found you. Be careful. This land will face disaster.
Ah, the time of judgment is nigh, my lord. The prison I have built in the name of the erudition. I invite you to step into the same cage as mine. What's the meaning of this, Imperator?
I did not permit you to act. A ruler is the only one who can decide their subject's destiny.
But, great Imperator, what judges destiny is not the ruler, but gods.
Don't forget, my realm only allows for the existence of... Moreover, dealing out extrajudicial punishment equates to defying the law, and...
But you have seen how I can erase life from this world with just a clap. I fear you are still quite unaware of your current... I am giving you a simple choice. To collaborate, or to be
Shameless behavior. If that were true, you would have killed me long ago. You, in fact, cannot kill me. I guessed it the first time I beheaded you. Because of the law, you cannot be completely destroyed. And the same is true of the Christ. The more you bluff now, the more you are proving that conjecture to be true.
What magnificent foresight. I once regarded this precious quality of yours as a sure sign of my ultimate victory. Yet, as a mere mortal, how will you
We are both slaves to hubris. But do you know what differentiates us, Lycurgus? If I wish to break, I only need to appeal to external forces and use them for my own ends.
Finally, we get to meet face to face, Senior Society member.
I offer sincere acknowledgments for your many past achievements, but I must deeply regret your current perspective.
Trust me when I say that you aren't the...
Ay, nos enfrentamos a un
So you
estúpido
two are the
genio.
allies from beyond the sky the Deliverer spoke of, and why he demanded the divine authority of law. Come and prove your strength to me. Show me the power of these so-called paths. I have spent much time and effort to secure this treasure from beyond the sky just for...
In the name of the Sovereign of Planet Screwlum, your allies have responded to your call, Isti. Please allow me to spell the situation out for you, Lord Lycus. Permission to read the ultimate protocol is already in my hands. It'll only be a matter of time before we acquire the authority.
There's no way the flame chase journey will continue after you've burnt your bridges so thoroughly like this. Do you really think you can still win? Oh, seriously. Don't embarrass the society.
I understand that a mere zero possibility does not equate, which means the same principle also applies. You will never be a match for me in a world constructed through Katorzane Why don't you entertain this possibility? What if I reduced Akama to rubble and ground her people into minced listen? Iron Tomb is fated to be born. You may shackle me and put me in chain. And what I just mentioned is...
This doesn't feel the same as before.
Warning! 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 Warning!
Command.
Since we parted ways last time, I have modified the exomyth into an audience area exclusive to you. Oh, we always feel so powerless before. This could, in fact, be a wonderful opportunity for you. From the audience's perspective, in this place where time flows far Indeed, the speed of time here is the answer concerning the total Do you see me as there? I am certainly not. I have tried so hard to ensure Oh, how I yearn to return to those days before Noose was born. Back then, the boundaries of knowledge were like the star, but now, truth has become the sacrificial offering required to gain an audience with them. And the geniuses would say that Noose already knew. That arrogant Eon was born from the primordial of humans' desire for knowledge, yet they themselves sealed off humanity's capacity to seek enlightenment. I am simply cutting down a tree of doom that we planted ourselves. I must admit that the process of answering your questions has reminded me of the happy days of learning in my youth. However, it is a pity that my true form must now descend into but you won't have to wait long.
where time flows slower than within Amphorius. If like... But...
Can you hear me? Little one.
Is that...
Warning! Warning! Warning!
Ok.
Hurry up. Put some speed into it. I can't keep this up for much longer.
Pues lo tendrás que hacer porque, joder, como odio a los imbéciles como este. Pero bueno, nos vemos en la siguiente si se puede, si no puede. Bye.